Will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready, 280. 51's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, 280.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10.
Ready, 15, run. 15, run. Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
Credit the tackle to Kylie Fitz, the former Utah Ute.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
8 read. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Topper. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Come on, set. 60 or. Mike 54. Hey, orbit. Ready to go. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Now Jones to throw on second down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, 45 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Smith. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. But here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 22. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
the outlaw. Chris don't grab it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll run with Smith. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
16-yard line.
He's not going to get me.
On the ground, this is Michel. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Smith. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 39.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Check 99. Check 99.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, exit.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
Here we go,
First
here we
and
go.
10 at the
15
48-yard
line.
line.
15 line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Let go.
On first down, Michelle. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Freeman, 31 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Go! Go! Mike, go! It's a party now!
They go play action now. Ryan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 76 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point safely through. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Jones, off play action. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shoot.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D. Now.
On second down, it's Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Jones now, operating from the gun. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check three.
And it's Michel once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready? 54.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Pull it high.
Chance.
Lead grip.
Now Michelle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Weapon.
Here we go. Watch the ship.
Second and 5 now. Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Mike, 54.
Shoot.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
General West.
You think you gonna get this?
Now.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready? Check 52.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds Seals Jones complete. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The 10-yard line.
5.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
45.
Get it.
Jones to throw on third down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
So don't say alpha. Watch twits. Watch the twits. Watch twits. Watch twits. Hey, 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, zoom. 45.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. And a little floater there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
21!
On 3rd down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our